I opening it? I can open it. Want
Okay.
me to try to open it?
That's what she said.
Make
sure open
Bust it wide open. All right. Here we go. This is going to be a fun one, y'all. Okay. Well,
I know it's so hard.
we haven't even started yet. Welcome back to Not Subtle Scene. It's been a hot minute. It's been since January. We had a plan, and
we got busy.
Real estate said otherwise. They were like, "Yeah, f- your plan. Okay, we're just gonna drive you crazy for the first 3 months of the year."
I feel like that's pretty standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty standard. So it's,
I'm not mad at it.
first quarter. I'm not mad at it. No, we're not mad at it at all.
We got busy in a good way.
But this is fun to get back into. So the first episode was fitness oriented. My whole goal was like, let's get people back in the right mindset. So now we're blowing right through fitness, and we're gonna be talking about how we ridicule homes and make them feel
how to roast a home and
how to
make money
roast a
from it.
home. You know, you make a home feel less than, you might get a better deal.
I
You
don't
know?
work out, so the fitness thing is not
Not
necessarily my specialty, unfortunately.
Not my forte. But we're here with Chandler Thompson, aka Tampa Turf.
Tampa Turf.
Hello.
in the
If you don't know,
house.
now you know. If you don't know, who are you?
Where have you been?
First of all, where have you been? Does your phone work?
Under
You
a murder shed.
must have an Android.
How dare
Instagram doesn't load properly for
dare
them, you
you.
know?
That's the biggest insult you could ever give me. No,
That you had no.
I do not have an Android.
If
No,
they
not
had-
you. I'm saying if they don't know
Oh,
about you,
they don't
they
know.
have an Android.
Also, no hate to my Android lovers. I will say, like,
No.
Android's been ahead of Apple for a long time
I
in
agree.
regards to things and standards, but
It's the
it's the
implementation.
ecosystem.
Yeah,
That's the only reason I like iPhone.
yeah.
But I ain't hating on Android unless you try to send me a photo.
or a video. A video is a problem.
Or a voice text that I can't read.
That's what you need. That's what I have to like go into WhatsApp. You got to do the whole thing.
It's a
I'm like,
process.
it's a process, but it's
a
worth
process.
it. You know?
But we love you. We do love you. Well, we do, like, I'm glad we're on the same page
You love
there because
Android green.
I'm not mad at the devices are cool. Like, they're way cooler than my phone.
Better
but-
pictures of the moon for sure.
Better pictures of the moon.
What is with y'all on the moon right now?
It's
Did I
trending.
miss something?
Well, one, me and the moon always
Yeah, they
have a
went
thing.
to the moon, bro. Like
Oh,
last
is that?
week.
I don't pay attention to anything.
Oh,
Apparently,
they came back last week.
The world's on fire.
Yeah.
I'm just
Sure.
trying to hide at the moment, to be honest. So,
The world's on fire. Look at the moon.
Yeah.
Look over there.
Look over there.
I'm just hiding in my room at this point, disassociating from the world. So,
Oh, Jesus.
I can envision that. Just being like, I'm not going out there.
Yeah.
I'm not going
it's
out
pretty
there.
much what I
I
do
know.
at this point. I'm like, it's scary. I'm gonna stay inside and eat goldfish.
Goldfish are good. I
Yeah.
like the burnt ones, little
Yeah.
toasty ones.
I don't want to hear about it. Hey,
Oh,
baby.
yeah, she can't eat any of that stuff. I'm like, I love this. She's like, can't eat it.
Can you just eat like soup?
Like
what
air.
Can you
Like
eat?
Air.
gluten-free air is usually good for me.
Take like a solid bite out of some good old
Crime.
air.
Yeah. Take a bite out of crime every day.
Yeah, she can't eat anything. It sucks. We go to
Favorite-
restaurants. I'm like, oh no, she's gonna have to eat lettuce.
Right.
Your favorite struggle meal is sleep. Is
Yeah.
that, is that it? Okay.
That's it.
Shit, that's mine for sure.
Yeah, been there. It's like, man, I'm hungry. I don't want to spend money. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. And you're not.
But
You're not
you wake
hungry.
up. You wake up hungry though.
Sometimes your body's like, oh, I'll just wait.
Yeah. it's
Anybody
fine.
listening right now is like, what the fuck is this episode
Oh, so
about?
sorry.
Like,
This
we
is
are
totally about
completely
real
having our own
estate.
moment here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what happens when the three of us get together. None of it makes any sense. So
It does.
Why do we
It
think this is
doesn't, but
gonna
it
be a good
does.
idea?
I sort of do real estate, I guess. Not really.
Yeah,
You've
let's
been-
talk about you and real estate.
You've actually been killing it. You know, it's crazy. Is like before I got to know you, I knew of you, and it was crazy because I don't even know if I've had this conversation. I've had people say, "Look, yeah, it's crazy. He did real estate, and then he didn't, and then now he's blown up again." I'm like, yeah. And then you look at what caused it, like the virality. Is that how you say it? Virality?
Sure.
Virality? I don't know. It's like when people say Realtor.
Realtor.
Love you, Ashley.
The,
Love you,
the
Ashley.
three-syllable one, the real
Realtor.
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 Yeah, I'm a real. Yeah, I
But
don't
your
know.
stuff went viral
Several times.
multiple times.
I guess.
I mean, everyone knows who you are.
That's a lie, but that's fine.
Okay, everyone in Tampa.
I don't know. It goes past Tampa because I
Yes.
spent
It does.
last year. So last July, I was at the Forward event with Neil Dingra and pretty much anyone who's anyone in real estate mortgage, and it was shocking. I think I sent you the
Wait.
video. The one guy sent.
Aren't you coming to that this year? I'm so sorry.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, well, you will be. We'll send you the
Anyone
information.
We'll send you the
Invite me.
information. Want to
didn't
go to
get the
Vegas in
invite.
July?
Definitely didn't get the invite. It's like I'm
yeah,
back in high school. It's
stupid. You can sit with us.
Just everyone's
um,
bullying me all the time.
I'm not a mean girl. I just wear pink on Wednesdays. Yeah.
So easy
Whoops.
for you to
Fuck,
say.
glitched. Completely glitched. It's Monday, y'all. So yeah, no, I went to this event. It was really cool because I think I sent it to you last year. I was like, wow, they were really talking about someone else on stage, and then I was like, oh my god. And And then I started talking to everyone, and I can't tell you how many people they would bring up, Tampa Bree, and then they would immediately go, "Oh my God, but Chandler's in Tampa as well." And it was like, I'm like, I should know him too.
Tampa
Yes.
too. Yeah.
I was like, so it's shocking. Like in Vegas, I'm talking, and most of them are from Texas and what else?
Everywhere.
Iowa. I had a ton of people
All
from
over the
Iowa, and
country.
I'm like, they watch it, like, and they know. So that's crazy. And I feel like you're in such a niche, and I know that what I appreciate about you is I remember we first talked about is you did it the right way. There was what's his name, Brad in Texas.
Brad the realtor.
Brad the realtor started, like, he was the OG of like roasting houses
sort of like
in
unhinged
Texas.
real estate. Yeah,
Oh.
he sort of. He might not, for all I know, he might not have been the original. Based on my knowledge, he was, or
Same.
at least to blow up with it.
Right.
He's who I saw a lot.
Yeah,
Let's put it that way.
he
Never
had,
heard
like,
of him.
he had a BuzzFeed article. He had like all this stuff. He had sponsors reach out to him. He had a news thing about him, basically like, "Oh, is this the new way to sell real estate?" Whatever. He gained like 100,000 followers on TikTok, I think, overnight.
Oh wow.
With like one video.
Crazy.
So ultimately, I always give him his what's the word?
His props,
His
his
dues, his props,
Yeah, it's
whatever.
credit.
Yeah, because like I didn't start this. I was not the original person to do it. I will say I was probably one of the maybe first few
Uh-huh.
in that bunch to sort of hop on it.
Well, and you're
Pause.
super unhinged.
I was gonna say anything.
She has no idea. What
I
that
had no idea
means.
what you said.
I said hop on it and then said pause. I'm a child. I apologize.
Listen,
So I just sort of implemented it. I asked him if I could do it. He said, "You're in a different
You were in a whole different market,
state,
yeah,
man.
whole
Do
different,
your
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
enjoy it." He's like, "Just don't steal my jokes. I don't care. Have fun." I was like,
That
"Okay."
part. That part.
So I went out and I filmed the most dry humor. What I thought was funny at the time, I just sort of went with what I don't know. It wasn't funny looking back at it, so I don't really know actually how it blew up. And it was just a very dry delivery. It was like a 40-second video. I sent it to like 10 people and was like, "Is this funny or are you cringing your ass off because of how bad this is? Be honest." And about 80% of the people were like, "This is great." 20% were pretty brutal and were like, "You probably don't want to do that."
Oh.
And then I texted my broker, Frank, and was like, "Hey, are you firing me for this if
Frank's
I post this?" He's like,
go for
"That's
it.
funny as hell. Go for it."
I love Frank.
Frank would totally-
He's all about publicity, so he's like, absolutely. So I posted it. I think it got like 200,000 views in a day, and I didn't really know how to handle that.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Now what?
I was like, "What do I do now?"
Yeah.
Call
Cool.
Brad.
I'm, right.
What do I do?
I was like, I made myself a fool on the internet. What do I do now? Cool.
Now you have to keep doing it.
Well, for
pretty
those of
much,
you
yeah.
who don't know, he's the guy that's say it for because I'm gonna mess it up. Say the murder shed
What-
voice.
Oh, the Charlie. Do any of you know what Charlie the unicorn is?
Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't.
Mountain
Yeah,
Charlie.
I never.
Oh, is that the-
No, that was never the inspo, but people have literally messaged me and commented saying, "Oh, you sound like Charlie the unicorn," and now I can't
Stop.
I can't unhear it every time I
Well,
do it.
When you did it, yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, so I sort of hate it.
Oh, I freaking love it.
I love Charlie the unicorn, don't get me
Mm.
wrong. But yeah, that's a very very thing. Wait, do I need to do it?
I would
Is
love
that-
for you
Do I
to.
need to do it?
It's
I hate that I'm known for this now. What is it? Murder shed. It's just like okay.
That's exactly.
but then you have to
Yeah.
envision a hop and a jump
Or
and
like, do you have a plan? I can headbutt it.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, that's.
I think
that
I'm
one.
more known for that, ironically, than anything else.
He
now.
headbutts plants and he calls it a bitch. He's like, bitch.
Yeah. The titty lamps. Titty lamps are
Ceiling titties.
important. Ceiling titties. Yeah. Those are important.
Bisexual green.
Bisexual green. Yeah. That's
yeah.
a thing. I have a lot of that.
Smut in the tub or something.
Oh, smut tub. Chandler's smut tub.
Smut tub.
Yeah. So
Oh my god.
I've probably had more clients actually reach out to me to use me as a realtor because of that than anything else.
I
Isn't that
bet.
wild?
I
Dead
would.
serious. I've had people call. I had a phone call the other day. A woman from Atlanta just called me, and I thought it was probably spam or something like that.
Right,
It
right.
wasn't. And she literally calls me, and the opening line is, "Hey, so I'm a 40-year-old tatty batty, and I love
Stop it,
smut,
I love
and I
this.
love your smut or something like that." And I'm just like,
Whoa.
are you like a client or are you trying to flirt with me? I'm confused.
Yeah, do you want me to sell your house?
I didn't
or-
know what happened. So she's like, I'm moving down there with my family and like my 5 kids.
I love she hit
And
you with smut and then followed up with family.
Yeah,
I'm here for this.
yeah. It was
Hey, it's a blend.
it was a vibe.
I'm here
right?
for it.
And so yeah, we're working together now, trying to help her find her own smut tub.
Oh,
Shut
so
the front
I'm just
door.
like, how is this a thing? I don't know, but
I
You know,
think
but
you
it-
should post the smut tub journey.
You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy to me because I've been preaching this for years to anyone that is anyone, because this whole social media world, people get into it with all these ideas and thoughts and things the way it should be and shouldn't be, and what you can and can't do, and what people really want to see, and there's just all these layers, and it's like you've hit the market with just you and your personality, and it's bringing those people in. Just that is just insane to me to even hear. That people would literally call you because of that, but like that's the whole your vibe is your tribe thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure you've had to field some crazy stuff. You're like, okay, I'm really not into that. Like, I just thought it was funny. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
So
I know we've
funny
talked about your
things.
DMs
yeah,
sometimes. I know that
my DMs are
the gays go hard.
Yeah,
They love
yeah,
Chandler.
that's yeah, that's a
Yeah,
thing.
he's yeah.
For reference, I don't swing that way, but I respect it.
I
Fully
would
respect
Full
it.
disclaimer.
I think everyone's a little in love with Chandler on
Yeah.
all sides.
Like the gays love me.
Love.
Like I'm talking
They're
like
just bold.
like ooh,
If I
that's one
post
way to put
anything,
it.
like when I post this, the first 10 people to watch it will be my gays.
Like, and I fully
Guaranteed.
respect it. I get like it's cool. It's like I'm flattered half the time, but some of the
Some of the
shit
Some of them are like,
that's been said to
wow.
me, I'm like,
Unhinged.
oh, is this how women feel on a daily basis when dudes slide into their DMs? I'm like, okay,
they're, yeah,
I got you.
no
This makes
filter.
sense. Got it. I'm like, some of them are respectful of shit. I'm like, this is cool. I respect that, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Others are like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to say it, to be honest.
Straight to the gut.
The one, can I say the one DM that I've gotten? That
I mean, go for it.
If
I
it's
don't-
really bad, we'll edit it out.
Okay.
Wait, let's hit this
well,
button.
the whole story.
Tell me the story.
Okay, for real.
I don't remember. I don't know the dude's name. Nothing. I blocked him soon after.
We don't need to know.
No.
Basically DM'd me something along the lines of like, I don't know which way you swing, but you're a really cute white boy, something like that.
Oh.
And then the next line didn't even warm up, nothing. And I'd never heard this in my life. He said, "I just know that tip's pink."
Wow. Wow. Why?
What do you even respond? I can't even.
So I'm just like,
Yep.
am I even in real estate even more anymore?
Oh
I
my
don't.
Gosh.
I didn't really know how to take it. I think I just sort of thumbs up the reaction button and was like, "That's cool."
Bye.
Thanks.
I was at Halloween Horror Nights and I was with like 5 friends and I just showed them and one of my friends just started crying because he's gay and he was just like, "I'm not even that bold." Like
Wow.
he's like,
Oh
"That's
my gosh.
insane."
People are wild, man.
It's been a process.
You're like, boundaries. Boundaries.
There's some, yeah.
I can imagine it's probably hard though with the content that you're putting out there and the vibe that's putting out there. It's kind of hard to create those boundaries sometimes after some
Yeah,
of the
I
chaos.
guess because like at the end of the day, my content's not necessarily selling the houses.
Right,
It's
right.
selling myself.
Yeah.
Like in my head when I first started doing this stuff and I messaged Brad and was like, "Can I do this? Whatever." I had the envision that I might accidentally pigeonhole myself,
Right.
which was sort of an issue at some point. Still somewhat is now because even if I post serious content, people
Way less views.
way less views, but people comment all the time like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're not headbutting a plant. Where is that? Where's this?" And I'm like,
It's not all I do.
yeah, well, that, but also I don't think people understand how much work it actually
It's a lot of work.
takes to
It's a
make
lot of
some
work.
of those videos. Like,
Really? Because
Yeah.
it looks like it's so natural
it's
for you.
That's
It
what I was
really
gonna say.
does.
I wanted to lean into that a little bit because it does. I think the receiving end sees it as, oh, that's just natural comedy. But I can just imagine how long it takes you just to come up with unique material because
Yeah.
you don't want to beat a
Well,
dead horse with the same stuff over and over.
yeah,
and it's
so-
hard to keep it alive.
fresh. Yeah, so that's the thing is like the issue I was facing a lot of the time is if you go back and watch my original content, it was one thing, and
Right.
now I almost try to outdo every video I did before,
right.
which is
Which is
basically
stressful.
a never-ending struggle. So what the funny thing is, though, I'll post a video. I think it's the worst thing in the world. I was like, that's not funny. But then all of a
Right.
sudden, it will end up being my most popular
Yep.
one.
Crazy how that works.
So
Yeah.
I've never really understood how that operates. But half the time, it takes me 2 to 3 hours to film. And then it takes
Yeah.
me probably longer to edit. And I do everything myself
I was just
still.
gonna say, yeah, you still do everything yourself.
I haven't.
Your tripod.
Yeah.
It's a simple setup, and I think that's another disconnect when it comes to the social media world. Everybody just thinks you have to have this videographer and this thing and this that, and you nailed it on the head. And this is something I really think people need to drill in. Is in real estate, I'd say probably 80-90% of the time you are selling yourself and not the home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if they don't like you, they're
not gonna.
not likely going to
Yeah.
be doing anything with you to get a home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I know, you and I have talked about it too, and it becomes this fine line of like, how do I stay funny, but also get out there like I know what the hell I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm funny, but I also can make sure you get a damn good deal in your home. And like, I have a team that backs me up. Frank Albert's group. I mean, it's just, I'm sure you've been up against that as well, but I guess what I'm getting at is like, what keeps you motivated to keep the funny and to keep the stuff out there? Because I see you trickling it in here and there where you're trying to, you're switching it up a little bit, but I know that you've already created this brand and that's what people are looking for.
Yeah, I think a big part of it is one, obviously time
Time,
in general, like, because I don't have every single day to film for 2 to 3 hours and then edit behind the scenes or whatever to do funny videos.
Yeah.
Not to mention pure burnout. Like half the time, like if I'm just not having a good day, my brain's not going to work properly. I don't write my shit at all. I don't script anything.
No Chat GPT, no Claude.
No, well, okay. I'd be fully lying if I didn't maybe go to like Chat GPT like once or twice for like some inspiration.
Yeah, 100%.
Of like,
oh, he would need Grok. I'm gonna say it wrong.
Oh, Grok is unhinged.
Unhinged, like you. Like that would be your AI bestie right
there's
there.
so many at this point.
There
like I
are.
don't even know about half of them. That's my issue. I'm a millennial who knows technology but is apparently terrible with modern day technology.
So are you coming up with against, I guess, people saying like you're so funny, but like, can I trust you to be the professional? Like we were passing.
I think that's a common thing I deal with all the time. Mainly because that's why I try to mix in a little more serious content because like my past few clients, they started following me because of the funny stuff, but they started using me and contacted me because of the serious stuff.
Oh, that works well.
Because I do educational content in between.
Yeah.
I do more serious house tours, which I try to have a bit of a, I don't know, like a theme to. Like I want to make them watchable, still make some like funny lines here and there, but I want to make them almost like a more relaxing experience because I know that sounds silly, but like people have messaged me or commented being like, oh, these are almost just really calming. I like that because my voice is somewhat lower, so I can sort of make that work for me. But I also try to tie in a little bit of funny stuff, like lines in there, here and there, but nothing's too unhinged.
So it's like Chandler Light.
Sort of, yeah.
Chandler Light.
Yeah. I'm trying to basically make like a Diet Coke version of myself for some versions of the videos.
Just don't go Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Diet Coke's fine.
No, Coke Zero is better than Diet Coke.
I know.
Just saying.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree on that
I will
one.
die
I'm
on
so
that
sorry.
hill. True.
I hate Diet Coke.
Hot take. Coke is better than Pepsi.
Facts.
Sugar-free Pepsi is better than
Coke Zero?
sugar-free Coke.
I haven't tried the sugar.
Wow. I have not tried that
Hot
much.
takes.
Shh.
On the next
Soda.
episode,
Zero sugar
We're doing
soda
a
is like my crush.
hot wings
so.
and Pepsi
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah. We're going to blind test you,
Got it.
like how with all the straws
We really
in the
do
box.
need to do a hot
Got it.
ones challenge on this table.
You bought the Hot Ones Challenge kit.
I gave it away Christmas.
Christmas party
I'd
somewhere.
die.
Yeah, it was a white elephant gift last year.
Well, let's talk about your brokerage a little bit because you are with Frank Albert Realtor. We have a couple of other realtors. They were on was it the end of last year. We had
Yes.
Natasha and Chevy on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
We have yet to get Frank on. Frank, hello.
Frank's a busy bee.
I
yeah,
know.
facts.
Good for him though.
I can barely get Frank to text me back, let alone anything else.
We'll
He's
do
got
a
a
mobile
great
episode
story.
with him. We'll
Love
just
you,
jump in the
Frank.
Cybertruck and record.
I think we should just chase him around. Be like,
we'll
Frank,
do like
Frank.
carpool karaoke.
He thrives in like organized chaos or unorganized. I
Yeah.
don't even know. But he's got like 400 unread text messages at any time.
Yeah.
So we should be friends. 'Cause
Yeah,
same.
that's her phone too.
It blows my
Yeah.
mind. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, but he functions. So he gets it done.
Well, how do you
Yeah.
like working with the Frank? I know you're going to say it's amazing because you've been there. Have you been
Yeah.
there the whole time?
So yeah, I originally started with Keller Williams, like almost any new agent,
To get the
because
training,
you get the training, you sort of pay your dues.
a lot of them.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally. I didn't know what I was doing. I would take some classes, maybe reach out to some friends and be like, I'm in real estate now,
Oh
guys.
wow.
Yeah, and I hated it. But that was also when I was super naive and ballsy in real estate, which I sort of miss because I'm not that anymore. Like I was knocking on doors on Davis Islands.
Oh wow.
And like, hey, I'm a new realtor. If you ever need,
And they're like,
thinking this dude with a $10 million house doesn't have an agent already and is going to use some wannabe dude who just got his license.
you never know.
But like, you don't, because
You
I have a
don't.
friend who got a listing that way and it worked out. But now, if you ask me to cold call or door knock, I'll cry. I don't. I just don't. I hate it. I hate the concept of it. I don't like it. Uh, Everything about my like anxiety goes off. I just don't want to do it. So I'm like, cool. Let me make a fool of myself on the internet instead, and have
Yeah.
people come to me.
Which is
And
so
it
funny
works out.
because he says he has anxiety and like
It's a
he's
different version of it.
totally
Like I
know.
can make a fool of myself
Like a
on
persona.
camera because that's just sort of the thing is people think I'm playing a character, and to a point I somewhat am, but almost everything I put on camera is some shit I would do with my friends or with me, whatever. You know,
And
it's
that's what people relate to. I think
Yes.
that's why you are so
Yeah.
relatable.
right.
so it's like me and my best friend, right? He lives in Oregon now, but when
Is
he
he a
was
plant?
when he was down here, just buds. Me and him, we have a horror movie channel, like a TikTok channel, and
But you have one?
like a TikTok channel. We
Like-
still have one.
You do it together?
Yeah. So we've had that for a while, and I'm slacking. So if he watches this, I apologize, and I haven't posted in a while. But posting content now for real estate sort of burns me out, so it's tough to do both. But we've been doing stupid videos and fun videos and just being ourselves on the internet for a long time. So that's never really been something that's embarrassing to me or scares me. I'm like,
Oh my god, that answers one of my questions I asked.
Yeah.
You've kind of been in it, like not say social media world, but you've been behind in the camera microphone world
well,
for a
just
minute.
even just like being in front of people, like literally the only thing I ever really, really excelled at in school was I got A's and stuff. Like I got good grades, but the only thing I was really good at that I knew I was really good at was public speaking.
Oh.
Interesting.
And
For
like,
someone with anxiety, that is interesting.
well, my anxiety's not like social
Oh.
anxiety. It's more like I don't want to, like I'll overthink myself to death doing a certain task. It's more so like my ADHD is crippling. Yeah. So you know,
welcome to the table.
what's up, guys? Shout out. Take your Zoloft. I don't take Zoloft anymore though, so I can't really say that. Raw dog in life here. But
great.
where was I? Oh yeah. So public
Yeah,
speaking.
Case in point.
Public speaking is what I was really good at, and I remember in high school we had to give these things called I forgot the name of them, but basically
Speeches.
Well, no, there's a specific word, but yes, making me look stupid. Yes, speeches.
No, what were they called?
And
know.
they start with like a D, like a declaration or something like declaration or something like that. Basically, we had to give like declaration speeches.
Independence.
There you go. But you had to give it every year in high school at our high school. So you basically had to come up with an idea, write a speech, present it to your class.
Whoa.
If you won your class, you'd then present it to the grade, and if you won that, you'd present it to the school.
That does have a name. That whole process.
Yeah.
I remember.
So, and I got close. I won my junior year, presented to the entire school. Sophomore year, I think I won my class, didn't win my grade. Freshman year, same thing.
What
Whatever.
did you present and win them on?
It was very different every time. Like freshman year, this was so cringy now I think about it. Holy shit. Freshman year, there was a rap song that I used to really, really like called Graffiti the World. And I don't know why, but like my freshman cringiness related to it heavily, and I was like, "Oh, this will change the world" or some shit. I don't know.
Oh,
It was
you were in ninth
yeah,
grade.
it was a thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm just because you couldn't write your own speech that year, you had to like mimic something else or a different speech for your freshman year. So I said, I'm just gonna do this in speech form somehow.
You're gonna do the rap in a speech
Yeah,
form?
it was like spoken word almost, but like I sort of changed it up a little bit. I messed up like one part, but I still did like pretty well, surprisingly.
Wow.
I'm impressed because you had to memorize it and
Yeah,
give it in a different tone.
It was honestly it wasn't easy.
I can imagine
It was
because
very
you'd want to start rapping it
Yeah,
just to be able to
sort
keep up
of,
with
yeah,
the
but I can't
words.
do that. We don't stick with that. I play drums for a reason. Vocals and any type of rap talent is not my thing. But yeah, so that's why
crazy.
I just sort of really enjoyed that. And then college was the same thing. I sort of pursued a little bit of public speaking here and there. I was always the one in group projects giving the presentation because none of my fucking
Beep.
none of my classmates or my group mates would want to do it. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I got this.
Isn't it crazy that there'll be people in a speech class that don't want to speak?
Right. Well, they have to.
Well, I'm not
Take
gonna
it.
lie.
They don't have a choice.
That's from almost everyone I've met. I feel like that is one of the most common phobias ever.
Why they're in the class.
Well, yeah, everyone hates public speaking, and
I love it.
Like, well,
Love
for
it.
me, if you put me in a room of a bunch of strangers and I can public speak to you,
Yeah.
I will do great.
Same.
If you put me in a room of everyone I know, I'll probably do awful.
How are we the same?
Well, I think that's
then?
just a psychology thing because you know these people, you know they
It's
know
probably
you.
astrological at some point.
Oh my god, I'm a Virgo. Yeah.
See, knew it.
I don't know. Nope, still don't know anything.
You're full
about
of shit. I could have said I was a Scorpio, and you would have been like, "Oh, I knew it."
No,
and I'd
that
be
would've
like,
been
"No,
weird.
I'm not."
Scorpios are weird.
Because literally every time,
Sorry, Ashley, I love you.
all my friends,
that. Damn.
all my friends that are into astrology and shit, I'll be like, "Guess my sign." They'll be like, "This." I'm like, "No," and then they go through every single one, and I'm like, "You still
How many
haven't
times
guessed
have
it."
I got it right?
Often?
Often.
Do tell
Enough.
me how many things are wrong with me and how much I overthink.
That's
like-
just your ADHD.
like
that has nothing to do with your stars.
Every other girl.
That has nothing to do with your stars.
You're the most toxic person ever. Oh my god.
Oh my
Because your
gosh.
sun is rising and Mercury's in reverse cowgirl. Some Gatorade.
They do be coming up with some crazy shit.
Mercury's
Like,
in Gatorade. Is it
Hey,
lemon lime?
sometimes I
love that
just
shit.
want to be like, no, you're the problem. It's not the world. It's not the rotation
Sometimes
of the
it
moon.
is.
Like it's you.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
Like
it is.
99%.
You're the reason your CRM doesn't work.
I
You didn't put
disagree.
anything in it.
It's not.
It's not the moon. You're the reason you don't have any leads. You didn't buy any. It's not the moon.
Okay, when it comes to work, you're right. 99% of it is just their problem.
Accountability is
I love-
hard.
you know, it is. It is.
Astrology is a
it's-
made up thing for people to not take accountability.
Chandler, we're going to throw down after this.
That's fine. I'll bring my crystal. You bring your crystal. We'll see whose crystal wins. Let's go.
Shut
I'm
up.
going to stage this room after we're
She's a
done.
You know what?
big-ass
You know what?
crystals,
Australia. Australia. You know what astrology?
What they do.
You know what astrology really is? You just like if you're a crystal girly, right, and you love collecting rocks. In reality, it just means you have autism.
I love the way you keep laughing off
Okay,
mic.
I am not a house. You cannot roast me.
You're just
Jesus
collecting.
Christ.
You're just collecting fancy rocks. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I charge them by the moonlight.
Yeah. Mhm.
So take that.
You recharge your fancy rocks that you probably picked up, put in your pocket at one point in time.
I like this rock.
You said, "I like this rock." You said, "I'm going to take this
I
rock
like
home."
this rock.
And now you have a bunch of pet rocks that you charge and blame the world for when you don't know what else to blame.
Oh my god. It was the rock.
Tony, are you listening? This guy's fired.
Astrology 101, guys.
101.
Yeah.
So don't trust the rocks for your business at the end of the day because you might get rocked.
Do you have one crystal named Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
I feel like if you were more involved in my life, I would.
Like, I feel like you should just put it in the corner, dress it up. And
Oh my god, you could dress it up as what's his name in Moana?
Maui?
Maui.
There you go.
Maui.
Yeah, there you go.
If I had a Dwayne the Rock Johnson in my house, it would be dressed like Maui.
Well,
Yeah,
he's wearing a
for
long
sure.
wig and that you wouldn't recognize him
Can we
as a rock.
Okay, pause. Can we also just to get a rant out real quick?
Okay, yeah.
Can we stop doing live
Remakes?
action remakes
Yeah, what the
of
heck?
perfectly fine
Some of
animated
them are
movies?
so
Can we
awkward.
stop? I've never done one.
What is in your cup?
Pause. What?
Time out.
She said what?
You're doing great. That's what your cup says.
You're doing great. You're doing great. This is
Oh boy, what a Monday! This is the Mondayest of Mondays.
Yeah,
Not
but yeah,
laughing.
yeah.
So
you know.
derailed right now. I don't even
But
know.
yeah,
what
What are we
public
talking
speaking is
about?
cool, and you know, like, I think another thing that also helped me, you know, I played in a band for a lot of years.
Do you
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
still? I thought you did.
I wish, yeah, no.
Or no time.
No, well, there would be. I'd always make time for music.
Mm.
That's like
Yeah,
the
agreed.
biggest part of my
Well,
life.
time's not real, just like astrology.
Time is
isn't
a
real.
construct. Oh, you admitted it. Look at you, baby
Man,
steps.
we are making moves, strides on this episode.
First step is admitting it, man. I'm just saying. I'm gonna have a lot of people in my DMs if people watch this.
They're
just
gonna
being
hate you.
Just
They're
being
gonna be like, "Oh no, this
Yeah.
guy doesn't believe in the stars."
I feel like a crystal loving people are probably half your demographic.
I make half these jokes in my videos. It's fun.
It's fine. They're prepared for this. It's
Yeah.
fine.
The crystal girls read the smut, which
Yeah.
you just said.
Which
the
I
majority of
also
your people.
basically make fun of in my
Majority.
videos.
No,
Like,
there's-
I am not a
Majority.
smut reader by any means.
You don't
but-
say.
Right. But like, I don't even know how I made that joke. I remember the house I made it in, but I think one of my friends was talking about smut like the day before, and it was making me so angry because I'm like, you're not.
So you implemented it.
But yeah. So
It
she,
was probably me.
well, she was just like, I'm reading this romance novel. I'm like, are they fucking? She's
Yeah.
like, no. I'm like,
Yeah,
don't
they are.
lie to yourself. And she's like, yeah. I'm
Right.
like, what? Like 90% of the book? That's not a romance novel. You're reading porn.
You're reading.
You're
porn.
just reading
Literally.
porn.
right. But
It-
in
like-
my head.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, if you want it, that's cool. There's a niche for that. That's cool. If you're reading like two adults doing whatever, great. If you're reading like 5 elves and like some shit and like fairies get together and then like the milking farm, which if you don't know what that is,
I just bought that book.
of course you did. Of course you did.
The milking farm.
You're a walking stereotype.
I had a girl tell me
Do
she's
you have
like,
a butterfly tattoo
hell no.
yet?
Yeah,
No, I only have one.
coming soon.
I bet you could guess what it says based off my
Is
stereotypes.
it a Bible quote or infinity sign?
Neither of those.
Oh, damn. Movie quote?
No,
Uh,
it's my life motto: love and abundance.
gross. Did you get that from Home Goods?
Yeah, I just stuck it
Hobby
right
Lobby.
It'll rub off
From
later.
Hobby Lobby.
It's fine. Love it. Yeah, I got it from Hobby
Is that
Lobby.
above your toilet in the
right.
bathroom?
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Bless this mess.
I'm going to start saying that when I bring a girl over.
Bless this mess.
To her.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right.
You know
Go back.
what? I want to do an episode with you. Like, I want to do a home tour with you where we just go to Hobby Lobby and buy a bunch of random signs, or at least go to
Ooh.
Hobby Lobby and like get the. We can get the. Oh my god, wow, words are hard.
My
Feel
name-
that.
Inspiration.
Feel
We
that.
can get the inspiration for what to say from Hobby Lobby and do a whole tour where you just use Hobby
Right.
Lobby
Yeah,
quotes.
that's why.
And we just
yeah.
hold up the sign.
Yeah, that's why I have the
Oh, that's a funny idea.
yeah, like the Caucasian cabinets, or like this kitchen's really white, and then I'll like open a cabinet and it's like live, laugh, love, or
Yeah.
some shit like that. It's
You're like, yes, definitely white.
It's like the standard.
Some of the pop-in things you do with the videos got me dead. What was the one we listened to on the way here? It was like, I like spoons. What'd she
Oh my
say?
god! So
Our producers are
was that what salad fingers?
Yeah, salad fingers.
Yeah. So like, you don't know what that is either. That's fine. I know you're not gonna know like any. I'm surprised you get any of the references in my videos. No, like for real. Like I feel like 90% of my references are like very millennial coded.
I guess they
Aries.
just.
Like salad fingers was this like creepy ass video
Oh, so
back
creepy.
in the early YouTube days that was very viral and super weird. I feel like only the autistic kids watch it all the time. It's
See?
probably
Listen to
I
me.
watched.
probably says something about
I
us.
watched that. All of them.
It's the same thing with old Greg. Do you know who old
I'm
Greg
old
is?
Greg.
I got Bailey's in a shoe.
Ever drink Bailey's
No?
from a show?
Okay. Well,
What?
I can't.
No.
I can't help you.
I mean, I am.
Wow.
Were you
like,
one of
what,
those kids who was told you can't
6?
watch SpongeBob or Harry Potter as a kid?
Well, Harry Potter wasn't
Yep.
around when I was a kid.
Well, just like in general, in general, or
I
read
was
Harry
old
Potter,
enough to make my own
or read
decisions.
Harry Potter, or whatever. Like,
She probably read it. She probably did. And she probably they had fairy wings and stuff in that book too. I'm like,
They-
wrong book. That was Harry Potter. It was on, it was on the wrong book.
how'd you know my nickname in high school, bro? That's cool. That's sick.
This episode went totally comedic. Like, you're not going to get any business tips at all at this point, but it's okay.
Sorry, guys.
I think people just want to see the man behind the murder
The
shed.
man, the
If you
myth,
want to
the
go
myth.
viral, just have a lot of trauma. Don't go to therapy that much,
And zero filter.
and take no medicine.
My
Just
glasses are fogging up.
let the trauma take control. Have really bad crippling ADHD.
Trauma take the wheel.
Yeah,
Ugh.
sleep more than you actually function daily. It's great. It's a great time, guys. like 5 years, people just watch this and like, oh, it was a call for help this entire time.
The
It's like, yeah, it's
the
fine.
beauty of what you do is, as much as, you know, a lot of people say, you know, you don't want to be copy and pastable. Like, you can't copy and paste this.
No.
There's a lot of people that can be funny, you know, but like this episode just proved it to me. Like, you're just on a whim. Like, you have the ability to just to go, and not everybody has that ability. People tell it to me all the time, like, "Oh, you're so quick at your responses." And you can't train that. Like, you can't go to school for
Yeah,
that.
I
Like,
get. I mean, the thing is,
Communications.
people will try to tell me I don't. One, I don't think communications taught me any of that. Oh God, my college courses. It's like, oh yeah. Oh,
they can see me now.
I had some questionable people like teachers. And
I want to find your college professor.
I had some that were really cool.
Professor.
Some that were really cool, but I had some weird ones. Like I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. But long story short, but yes, I mean a portion of that is like a lot of people tell me, "Oh, you're witty, whatever."
Yeah.
Which is funny though, because I compare myself to everyone else. That's probably my worst habit in the world. Like shout out to my buddy Wes, who I grew up with like my entire life. Hi Wes. He's not gonna watch this, but
just that one clip.
yeah,
I'll send it to you.
he is the funniest, like intelligent, witty human being I know.
Yeah.
Like can just come up with something on a dime, like just
Sick.
quick. And I've always admired that because I think I can improv pretty well and like feel whatever, but he can come up with like something that would have taken me like days to write.
Crazy,
and like
right?
a second,
how people can do that.
And I'm just like, I'm not intelligent. Like it's intelligent witty. I'm like, I can be funny witty, but I'm not smart like that. So a lot of people will come to me and like, oh, well, you should do improv or you should. And I'm like, they're not
different.
They're different mediums. Like for instance, like I love this dude named Trevor Wallace. Really funny dude. So funny. Yeah. He's been on the internet forever, whether that be Vine, TikTok, YouTube. Now he's doing stand up and his podcast and everything like that. Right.
He's so extra.
He's like the most extra ever. He does a lot of skit stuff, whatever. I think he is hysterical in his medium.
Yeah.
He's very funny in sketches. He's very funny at improving stuff. He's very witty.
Yeah.
No offense, Trevor. I love you. You'll never see this, but if you do, shout out. I think his stand-up comedy is horrible.
I could agree. It's a whole I could agree.
Like
I've seen a few of it. I'm like, hey, he has like those moments that hit, but it's not like.
But I think it's crowd work related, not necessarily the comedy he writes. Yeah. So I think behind a certain medium, you can be very funny. Like, for instance, my videos are very edit heavy. I think I'm funny in the moment and I can do stuff, whatever. But I think a lot of my videos lean on my unhinged ass brain thinking of stuff behind the scenes for editing. So, like, I'll be sitting in bed editing like, ooh, what's funny? That's funny. I can do this.
So this comes... Okay, let's talk about that a little bit because I do want to give them some technical, because I know I get a lot of questions because they know that I know you. They're like, how does he do this? And how does he... So, you know, you do your own editing. You use your phone, right?
Yeah.
You use your phone. You've got a mic.
Psychopath, yeah.
Right?
So, like, I don't use my computer to edit or anything.
So you even edit them on your phone?
Yeah.
The CapCut?
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally just do everything.
Sit there on the phone and
I'll just disassociate for like 3 hours on a couch editing and just using my phone. Be like,
Crazy.
oh, what's funny?
Wow.
I'll scroll TikTok. If I'm not feeling inspirational, I'll scroll TikTok or go on YouTube for like 30 minutes.
And you'll find
and
some
I'll
little
just be like, oh yeah, that's funny, cool. I can sort of use that and work with this.
So let's say Solid Fingers, for example, right? Do you go into that video knowing I'm gonna insert this here, or do you just record and then later fill in the blanks?
Most of the time, I will come up with a general process of like, this will be funny. I don't know what I'll put here yet, but I'll think of something later.
That's cool.
So I know I have a general direction, but when I show up to a house, like I have a notes thing on my phone that is just pages of inspiration, of whether it be quotes, things I could say, whatever.
Okay.
I have a dedicated thing of like, I don't know if I'll get canceled for saying this.
And do you look at the pictures of the home and stuff before? Is this how you're you just go in blind?
Yeah. So most of the time I go in blind. I could definitely fine tune my process a lot, probably, and it would be a lot quicker. But I think that would take a lot of... I don't know if it'd be
as genuine if you're going into it.
If it's scripted with a plan, I feel like it won't be as funny.
Right.
So I just sort of go in. The thing is, people think the behind the scenes part of the process is so funny. They'll follow me around and do all... Half the time I'm sitting there on a chair for like 20 minutes like,
That's the part people
just
don't see.
looking around
Yeah.
like, what's funny, bro? Like I can't
Nothing's funny.
I can't think of anything. And then so I'll like scroll or I'll try to get inspiration or I'll try to find some stupid feature about the house that might be a little bit funny and try to make it as traumatic as I can. Like
Yeah.
that's like the goal.
You tend to stay on top of the pop culture stuff though, I've noticed too.
That
with,
is-
with the
yeah.
videos, you know, like so
Yeah.
I remember one of the first ones that absolutely killed me was when the whole Drake thing was going down and you were playing with the sink.
Play with the faucet.
The faucet.
Okay. You
I
poor,
didn't see
you
that
poor
one.
soul.
I didn't see that one.
Sheesh.
So basically Drake had a leaked video of his
Stuff.
floppy dick just
Stuff.
doing its thing.
Melvin, you gotta
Um,
share pop culture with me. I don't know anything.
Well, yeah, like it's just
I read Smut and
but
have crystals.
Yeah,
I'm busy.
well, if you're reading Smut, maybe you got 2 seconds to watch Drake just play with his thing. You know what I mean?
2
So-
seconds? That's quick.
I don't fucking know, but he was.
That shit was funny.
Shit got leaked. Safe to say, dude is well endowed. Good for him.
Good for him.
I feel like that was expected. And then it was one of my first videos, and it was at a random like gothic townhome. I
Yeah, it
remember
was a
this.
townhome. Yeah.
And I made a lot of good jokes in that video. I was proud of that
That
video.
was a good one.
That was the first time
That
I
one
did
stuck.
Mercury's and reverse Cowgirl.
Yeah.
I'd made like a MCR bathroom reference because it was
Yep.
black.
Yep. I
Um,
remember.
But yeah, it had a floppy.
You know the sinks that
Sink
have like
faucet?
the coil, and then they have like
Yeah.
the hose in between the coil?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I like took it off and was like throwing it around. I was like, "Y'all see the Drake leak video or some shit?" And I had like 5 other agents, by the way, copy that after.
They
I was,
did.
I was mad
100%.
at that. I was so pissed. I was like, "That's
100%.
mine."
You have a lot of people that copy though. You know,
I don't
it's-
know. Like the thing is, it's like I get it. I don't own this spectrum of media. I have no right to be like, "This is mine." Whatever. I
Right.
think it's obviously respectful to be like, "Hey, like this is
Yeah.
the person who inspired me to do this
Yeah.
or whatever."
Yeah.
But like obviously I think a lot of my jokes are very broad.
Right.
So I feel like anyone in my mindset or any traumatized millennial could probably come up with half the shit I do. But like
I want a T-shirt. Traumatized millennial.
merch coming soon. I am working
TM
on that.
does
For
not-
real?
I am working on that. Yeah.
TM does no longer stands for trademarked.
There you go.
Traumatized millennial. You're like KJ Workman TM.
I'll just put the twin.
KJTM.
I'll put the twin towers underneath it, and then like something else.
TM.
Yeah.
And
There
like
you
a
go.
little COVID
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Trade center trademark.
Trademark.
There you go. And then, but like, I have no right to be like, whatever. I will say it is frustrating when I've seen like some people very much say like the exact same thing I did.
Verbatim. Yeah.
So when you're,
I've seen it. I've seen it on a
so
couple
at
videos.
that point, you're like,
I'm like, oh, I know who did that.
okay, that's
first.
sort of questionable, but whatever. Like, I think Brad actually faced that when
Flattering.
he first came out too, because he had one agent who was also in the same state. Texas has a lot of unhinged realtors, by the way.
Yeah, they do.
More
Yeah,
than
they do.
Florida?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
way more.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have they're like the hub for that.
Oh, they came from
Um,
there.
They do
Yeah.
crazy
Okay.
stuff in Texas. They really do. Real estate. I've seen some videos. I'm like, wow, that is.
Literally,
Big.
a lot of them.
Everything's bigger there. I hear.
Apparently. And then another agent straight up copied like
Right.
almost word for word like 3 or 4 of his jokes that are well known his, and he made a video calling him out at the end of it.
Oh, no.
And he made a montage of his video with his joke and then the other agents with his joke. And I was like, oh my God, real estate's getting catty, guys. This is Mean Girls. I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I aim to be petty. Like my goal is to be as petty as 50 Cent, which I'll rule.
Oh my god.
Like that's my
petty.
goal. Like
That one I do get.
yeah, you're like 50 Cent's the most petty
Got it.
individual alive, and I aim to be that man. He is so
I know.
funny.
I didn't realize he did the Diddy documentary too. That was
Oh my
50 Cent.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview where she
Yeah.
was like, "What do you think he would think of this?" And he was like, "He's gonna love it."
He's gonna love it.
Yeah, he is petty.
I was
He
like, "I
is.
love you." He's so funny. He bought out like the first 2 rows of a Ja Rule concert.
Yep, I remember that.
Just so
Yeah.
no one would go, and I'm like, "That you can't beat that, bro. That's
That's
so
funny.
funny." Was it? It was Ja Rule, right? Or was it DMX? No, it was Ja Rule.
think it was Ja Rule.
Yeah, I feel like Ja
Which-
Rule.
I don't know. Regardless, dude's
Either
petty.
way, it don't matter.
Dude's petty. I love
That
it.
is,
Aim to
yeah.
be that man. But yeah, so like, is it copyable? I don't know. Sure. At the end of the day, it's my personality, and I'm just
Yep.
trying to be myself. But I do think I've
That's what you
made,
gravitate towards.
like, even in the spectrum of unhinged real estate, I still think I've made my own thing.
Yeah.
Because like I do the pop culture references, the songs, like obviously I have my own thing, whatever. I don't necessarily think anyone's copying that exactly at
Right.
this point. And if they were, then I feel like at least I
Right.
would know directly. But like, I don't know. At this point, I just try to aim to do my own thing. Is it sad when I'm like, obviously, I don't get maybe as much words virality
Virality.
as like some other agents or
Virality.
whatever? Sure. I mean, that definitely put me in a bit of a hole for a while.
Yeah.
Like when I saw other agents starting doing, then they were getting way more popular than me and stuff like that. I'm like, that's cool. I get it though. You know, like at the end of the day, I just try not to compare myself and just keep going. It's hard. But
And how do you, and with that, as we'll wrap it up here shortly.
am I speaking too loud, by the way?
No, you're good.
No,
How do
you're
you handle?
not.
Because I've seen some of the comments. I've seen some of the other brokers, that comment, and I think the beauty of where you're at, and what's really cool is I've also seen your broker go to bat for you
Yeah.
publicly, which I think is freaking awesome. I've seen people say shitty things like, "Oh, I can't believe your broker would do this," or "Why are you working at a place that would allow this?" And then like Frank Albert's account will comment and defend him, which I think is absolutely incredible
All the time.
to have that kind of backing, But like, what else, what else are you up against when it comes to, not only the haters, right? You get the people who think they know everything, like, oh, you'll never make it, making fun of houses, and they put you in these categories. How do you handle the haters, and what about? I say, how do you handle the haters, and how do you handle like booking the houses to show? Like, is that a conversation you have? Like,
Yeah. So for the booking part, like when I first started doing this, I was dumb and didn't ask ever. So I
so they
would,
were just shocked with the
yeah.
outcome. They'd be
Well,
like, "Oh,
they wouldn't
that's what
see.
you
They
did
wouldn't
to
see
my
it.
house."
They wouldn't
Oh,
see it. So like a lot
Mm.
of those agents wouldn't be on social media or didn't follow me or I
yeah,
wasn't that big yet.
yeah.
And so I just go into showing time, click showing for a
Show up.
specific time as like an agent preview just so I could go see the house and hope no one would show up. And when they did, I'd go sit in my car for 20 minutes until they're done and continue filming. I'd edit it and put it on the internet. And I never really thought, oh, there will be consequences to this. Thankfully,
Forgiveness.
there really never has been.
That's cool.
At least when I first started, there was one agent who was relatively popular, not popular on social media, but just like
Yeah,
she's on the internet, she's known.
Yeah,
And she reached out to me and she was like, just so you know, your video popped up on my like my For You page on TikTok and then also on Instagram. I want to let you know, funny as shit, but please ask permission next time.
Oh, to roast the house.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing though. Half the time I do my videos, I
But
don't
do
think
we
people.
ethically need to as a
Wh-
realtor?
Okay, so that's the
I
one
don't
thing, right?
think-
When I started this in real estate, the one thing I was scared about was ethics in regards to
Right.
what can I and cannot say. Have I said things in my videos that are probably questionable and agents could maybe report me for? Probably.
right.
But at the same time, I'm just sort of doing it in a comedic way.
Yeah, you're not doing it with ill will or
Yeah.
negative intent
It's
at
not
all.
like I'm
No.
steering, doing anything inappropriate, whatever. It's more so I'm just making comedy about
Right.
whatever, but it just varies. So like, but back to the booking situation, I guess. But yes, now I ask permission.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll always reach out if it's not our own listings, which I'll always have.
Yep.
Basically, words permission to
Permission.
to
Support.
go to.
Yeah.
But if another agent, I'll reach out to and be like, "Hey, can I film at this house?" They'll be like, "Sure." I'm like, "Do you know what I do?"
Do you know what I do?
And they're like, one of two things. They're like, "Yeah, I see you on the internet. I know what you do,"
Yeah.
or two, "No."
Here's
Why?
a sample.
I send them a sample, and then they're like, "Sure," or they're like, "Not for us." No one's really mean about it, which is cool.
That's
I was
good.
gonna say, do people
Um,
say no?
I've had people say no, absolutely, which is totally their
Maybe
right.
their sellers wouldn't vibe with
Well,
that.
that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's not the agent giving me
Yeah.
permission; it's really the seller.
Correct.
Mhm.
And most of the sellers are cool. They're like, "Hey, if it gets us views and gets us some eyes on the house, go
Yeah.
for it." It's
Right.
funny, they understand it. A lot of sellers are like, "No, that's ridiculous. How dare he be in real estate? Whatever," which is
I've seen a
fine.
lot of that too.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
just that's part of the process. I don't anticipate everybody to be okay with what I'm doing.
Right.
Like
Right.
I am in a very niche style of real estate and what I do, but that's also why I'm doing the more serious videos too. So
Yeah.
I can sort of hit the mark because when I first started going viral and stuff like that, I had agents and still will sometimes have agents reach out to me and be like, hey, can you come film a video for our property? It's been sitting a while.
Yeah.
We want some numbers on it. I said, sure. I typically obviously will charge for that.
Right.
Because
As you should.
Yeah, because they're asking me. So I'm like, yeah,
It's
sure.
your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go from there and figure it out. But now, with my serious videos, because I did one in St. Pete, that I knew I could do a cool like serious video out and just hope it went viral, but I knew the house itself would make the video go viral
It was like,
because it was very cool.
Amazing.
It was a very unique home. So I was like, I don't need to do a lot with this. Let the house sort of speak for itself
Yeah.
and go from there. And then that video did like 250 like K on Instagram. And I was like, I knew the house would do the work. But because of that video, I had multiple luxury agents reach out to me and be like, hey, can you come do a video for ours? Not a funny one,
Huh.
a
But I like
serious
that.
one. So I'm sort of trying to hit every spectrum.
That's
so like
cool.
if you want my funny stuff, I could do that. If you want my more serious stuff, I can do that. Because at the end of the day, they still do numbers.
right.
Ironically, though, I'm not going to lie, my funny stuff does good numbers. It always has.
Yeah.
My more serious videos lately have been doing better numbers.
Saying you're funny?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Social
But-
media is a weird world, man. The way it transitions, like it's just
it's up and down. But
Well,
I
people
but
like to see
it's like
growth.
waves.
But I also think that's because of the houses themselves. Like a lot of
Mm.
times if I'm doing a funny house, if it's a shitty house, like the Salad Fingers one, for instance, right? Like that was a teardown. He reached out to me and he was like, roast the hell out of this thing. He's like,
Oh my God, that's great.
he's like, I want someone to buy this to tear it down. I don't care what you say about it.
Hmm.
So I went in. I was basically just
Yup.
like brutal about it. And those do really well
Yes.
because people love just
Like, how unhinged is
Yeah,
he going to get?
they're like
Yeah.
That's
'cause
what I say.
I have to be careful with other houses sometimes because a lot of the time I'm not roasting the house. I'm just sort of making jokes in the house.
Right.
But
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yes, yes.
So, and those are the ones that can do really well because people tend to like the honesty of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the booking thing is one thing. It really isn't much of an issue now. I think it just varies depending on the home. In regards to the hate comments and stuff like that, none of that's ever affected me, to be honest. Like, I am thankful to be in a position. Do I post very cringy shit on the internet? Yes, I'm fully
Right.
aware of that, and I know not everyone's going to vibe with that. That's fine. Am I aware it's a little bit cringy? Yes, I'm not stupid. I'm twerking in garages sometimes.
Right.
Like, I'd be if I wasn't
And skipping down
yeah,
driveways.
like if I wasn't self-aware of that, I'm sure someone's got footage of me filming at a house from like an off angle
Oh,
somewhere,
right.
and I'm probably on like influencers of the internet or whatever the
Right.
hell
Oh,
it
that
is.
would be funny.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm there
Oh
somewhere.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And half the time,
Chasing Chandler.
well, yeah, literally half the time I'm posting in my Seminole Heights Facebook groups or anything like that, my local
Yeah.
Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I'll comment something that's not even real estate related, and I'll have people underneath being like, "Murder shed." I'm like, God.
Because it's so funny.
It's so funny.
So,
What's the thing? I never thought the things that have stuck were things I were not trying to make a thing.
Yeah.
Like the bitch thing I did one time because I was like, maybe it'd be funny if I just fucking headbutted a plant. I was out of jokes. I didn't have any, so I sort of resorted to physical comedy because I'm like, what happens if you just, I don't know, just joke?
slapstick on it.
Yeah, it was literally a joke. Cool. 0.5-second clip of just
It's the little things for me that
assaulting
always,
a plant.
the skipping. I don't know why the skipping always gets
I'm
me.
not gonna lie,
Or like
literally
you'll skip and like end up in a bathtub or like backwards on a toilet. And like,
the amount of
Backwards on the
people
toilet.
that have commented and messaged me saying my favorite part of your videos, I don't care about anything else. They're funny, good for you. But the only thing I give a shit about is when you're frolicking in the yard.
yeah,
And you're saying the address and the square footage.
And I'm just like, is
And
that
it's so funny.
what's the
You're
thing?
like, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,300 square feet.
Meanwhile, I'm like 2 to 3 hours in trying to film this video, trying to think of the most unhinged, funny shit. And everyone on the internet's like, fuck that. Just
so
skip
that's
some
2
more.
to 3 hours in. So you
so
have
sorry.
you probably have a ton of
Well, that's
content
the
that's
weird
cut
thing,
out,
right?
right?
So the
Ton
weird
that gets cut out. Or,
that's the weird thing. The way I film is very different, I think, than other people. I do not long form film. I won't keep filming
just-
and do multiple
yeah, you
takes.
just do the little.
I will
short.
do one, I'll go in, do it. If I don't like it, I'll go back to my phone, I delete it, and I
Start over.
restart. So I don't have any
Mm.
bloopers.
Ah,
So everyone's always like, post bloopers. I'm like, I don't have them. They don't exist.
You need a backup cameraman to get your bloopers.
Well, that's the thing.
That's so
I
much editing.
cannot. Well, that and I cannot.
Hire him.
I can't film in front of other people.
Oh,
Dead serious. I only
That was going to be another question. Is
Yeah.
anybody ever at the houses when you're
no.
filming?
So
Okay.
I make sure everyone is gone, like kicked out. You cannot watch me because I will not be able to think of shit. I get nervous.
you're such a Virgo.
It's oh my god. Oh my god. You guys remember those groan tubes, like the yeah, that's what that
No,
is right there.
obviously I don't know what you're talking.
Oh.
Oh yes,
Fucking all
I
I,
had
think
to.
of.
And now
I
we're
had
doing
to.
ASMR.
Had to.
There you go.
We don't do ASMR on an episode. We're not.
ASMR.
Yeah. That's the noise we went with.
Oh my god.
I'm glad, I'm glad to see, like, at the end of the day,
do we have-
we're
do we
coming
have
up on an hour.
Oh, do we have a time limit?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Honestly, at the end of the day, what I think is the beauty behind, what you do is you nailed it at the beginning. It's like you're attracting the people who are like-minded that
Who wanna
enjoy
work with me.
they want to work with
Yeah.
you. They want the roasting, they want the comedic, but they also trust you. And whether this is 100% accurate or not, like it 88 5-star reviews.
I think I'm over 110 now.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So
I
that's
mean-
just that in itself. And this is the part, because I've gone down the hater rabbit hole,
The
right?
hater rabbit hole.
I have seen the videos of these, realtors that are well known across the nation, and like I don't even know they all have big names, right? But I've seen their videos where they'll literally call out. I saw one big name realtor call out Tampa Bree in a video. It was like, this will never work. And I'm like, I'm looking at Chandler's stats, and I'm looking at the quality of client that you bring in. I'm looking at your closing photos. Everyone's happy. Everyone's like, this is a big purchase for them. And for not everybody wants to have this whole serious situation. Like,
Yeah.
your closings are serious. We've handled the title work on most of them. Like, we don't have a lot of shit stories or shit deals or chaotic anything. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, you bring in good people.
Well, I forgot who put it this way to me, but the way someone said it to me was like, look, when someone hires a realtor, they're looking to hire someone to solve a problem for them.
Yeah.
And whether that be they're an expert in this field or whatever. And he told me, he's like, the problem you're solving is how stressful this fucking process
That
is.
part.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
wow.
you're making it enjoyable.
It's
And
enjoyable.
I didn't really think of it like that ever. And when he's put it that way, I'm like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
that's why people find value in it, is that it's fun. And
It's
I'm
fun.
trying to make it more enjoyable, even though it is a scary process. Convincing people that I'm legitimately good at my job while doing the funny stuff can be difficult.
That's difficult. Yeah. 100%.
For sure. But
100%.
like, I'm hoping people just resonate with my personality at the end of the day. They like it. They want to hire me.
Yep.
Trust it. And then if they're like, yo, I don't like this anymore, tell me and we'll
Just-
go our separate ways.
exactly.
It's fine. But thankfully I've never I
you've
don't
had-
have that happen often, which is nice. But also at the end of the day, I tell everybody, and I tell this in every, sorry for running over.
no, we're good.
If we're running any big agent that's always questioned it and is like, hey, I don't like what these people do or whatever, I get it. That's fine. That's totally fine to have that opinion. But I'm also not trying to be Ryan Serhant.
Right.
Full respect to that man. He's the biggest hustler in the world.
100%.
He's insane.
But he's a different vibe.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
Totally different.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to be that, and I'm never
Right.
trying to be that. I've never wanted to be that big of an agent, which some people might look at me and be like, "Oh, he's not a hustler." Which is like, bro, I do plenty of business. I do
You
great
were doing,
business.
over 200 deals.
Like,
And you're
like-
enjoying life.
Come
what's the
on.
thing though? It's like as long as I make enough money to support myself, travel 2 to 3 times a year, and be good, I'm chill, man. I don't need to make $1 million a year. I don't care. Like, it's never been my vibe. I don't want to side hustle. I don't want to work till I'm dead. I want to go frolic in a field and fuck off. Like, I don't like.
I want that on my shirt.
I
I
just,
was about to say so many t-shirts.
I hate.
I will buy all your merch.
If there's anything anyone sort of gets from the idea of me, I am good at my job. I know what I'm doing. I like to have fun with it. However, I don't want work to determine my life, and I never have. So, like, if I can make money while having fun with it, enjoying it, cool. But if I can also take days off and just fuck off and play video games for a day,
Yeah.
cool, bro.
Have to
Like,
have
I
those
don't,
moments.
I don't,
love it.
I don't want to work from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. so I can go ride on my yacht with people I probably fucking hate.
Right.
Like I don't.
Right.
All
Yeah.
y'all are fake. I don't care.
Yeah.
Aw.
No,
So it's I don't know. It's just
I
like
get it.
it's yeah. So like that's the thing. I just want to have a fun experience while doing this, and thankfully social media has
You
made
want
it
to have
that
fun
way.
being a human. I like it.
And I think that's where the
I'm
shift
barely
needs to
existing, so
be. Stupid.
don't let it fool you.
Stupid.
Is that a Virgo thing too?
I think
I'm depressed, guys.
Virgo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very,
for
yeah,
sure.
sad.
Ay.
Taurus, Gemini,
I'm gonna tell my psychiatrist. That.
Teletubby.
It's
What's
like,
the
dude,
other?
you're a Virgo. You don't need Adderall. What the fuck?
What are
Come
some
on.
other signs? Orca.
You're a Libra.
I'm an orca.
I identify as a killer
I
whale.
identify as a killer
Hell
whale.
yeah, bro.
My son said his zodiac sign was psychopath.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great.
My zodiac sign is borderline personality disorder. I have tummy problems and
Tummy problems.
Oh my
and,
god.
and I collect unlimited squishmallows. Yeah.
Where
Squishmallows.
do you?
No.
I was like,
No.
I wouldn't even be
No.
surprised at
No,
this point.
that's a BPD
Coming
thing.
soon to
I-
the next video.
I make-
Squishmallow tour.
Yeah, I make a lot of BPD jokes all the time, and I'll have people in my comments like, if you only knew that, and I'm like, I do know. I have a lot of friends with BPD. Where do you think I get the jokes from?
I don't know what that is.
Borderline personality disorder.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got
Mhm.
letters for that.
You looked at me like, can I say this on
Help.
the
Yep. not
BDE?
no. It's big dick energy.
You got friends
Borderline and big dick energy
with us?
combined.
Hey,
Combined. What a combo. Wombo
don't say
combo.
that. I won't take it.
Oh my god!
Pause.
I take
Delete,
it back.
abort.
Pause.
Well, that's how we're ending this episode. So at the end of the day, listen, you find your people, find your niche, and I think that's where you closed it with the best kind of thought process is, you understand where you want to be and what you want to do and what your goals are, and I think that's where a huge disconnect is, especially in this social media world. There's a lot of people that get into it thinking, I need to do it, I have to do it, I must do it. It's like, okay. Do you though? You know what I mean? Like, is that really your thing? Like, figure out what you want to do. And then your Surhand comment, I loved that kind of segue too, because it's like people don't know what they want to be. They see on social media these people and they're like, I want to do that. But like, is that really you? Like, do you really want to be the Surhand of the world and run a team and do all these things? Or do you just want to do well with what you're doing?
Well, it's sort of ironic being someone who gets so much business from social media and being on social media and present on the internet, and as internet aware as I am, I think social media is like a plague. Like, honestly, I think as cringy of a comment of that is, but like in reality, it's just a comparison field, and I fall victim to it all the time.
Yeah.
I look at people on the internet like, damn, I should be that, or damn, I should do this, or damn, whatever, and then like some creator will come forward with a very realistic video of like, this shit's not real. Stop acting like it is.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
love
hard.
those videos.
Yeah, but it's hard to see that, like you just everything's a ruse,
Yeah.
So it's hard. But like at the end of the day, I'm just
Just
trying
have
to
fun.
enjoy it and just have fun with it.
You're having fun with it. You're doing freaking great, man. I can't. I've worked with a lot of agents, and you like. There's not
another you.
There's not another you, but there's not a lot of drama. There's not a lot of chaos.
I don't know about
Like
that.
there's
There's some tea. I don't know what
I'm
you
sure
mean.
there's some tea. There's got to be some tea.
Pause. But like, just real quick, I just want to say
Yeah.
this. We're talking about social media and fake and all that shit, right? I just thought it was funny. My teeth are not that fucking white.
Wow. Honestly, that doesn't even look like you. Like if you put your head next to that picture, like who?
I'm that bald. My teeth ain't that nice. I know
It
that.
just
I wish they
doesn't-
were.
Like, this looks like you.
Yeah,
I like how you have hands without fingers.
You know what's funny in this?
Barbie.
You know what's funny in this one?
What?
I am literally saying I'm a cow. Moo.
And
That's quite literally what I said in that exact
And-
moment.
And
That's your cow stance.
Yep.
Your feet look like hooves. Your hand and foot looks like hooves.
Well, I did what I could with background
it's
remover.
a-
Okay,
It's a Virgo thing. It's a Virgo thing.
we blink. I'm done. On
It
that
does-
note,
it does sort of
figure
look
out
like
your
I-
sign.
My hand does look like a hoof, though.
It does look like a hoof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said my feet were, not my hand.
No, the
feet
hand's
and
definitely
hand.
hooving. Well,
Hand is hooving.
technology's gotten better since I made that graphic, so we'll have to redo that someday.
In the last 2 days.
Yeah, listen, the way the AI is going now,
I'm glad I could help you guys with real estate today.
Yes. Actually, you've been an amazing guest. Thank you for being on.
This is fun. It's refreshing. It's nice. I think the beauty of this episode is people realizing like there's so much more to you than what they see on the videos, right?
There's so much.
And then
More
two,
trauma.
I think it's important to see like that it works for you. You know, a lot of people are like, this will never. It works for you. What
Yeah.
works for you may not work for her, may not work for me, may not work
Oh,
for
I could
somebody
never
else,
do that.
right?
I wouldn't come off near as
No, but
anywhere near that.
When anyone
I couldn't either.
when anyone asks me like, "Hey, how did you start social media?" I'm just like,
Just did it.
just fucking do it and just be you, dude. I
Yeah.
know that sounds stupid, but like if you try to copy everything else someone else is doing, it won't work.
Oh,
I've seen people try to like mimic my exact thing, and as
It just
douchey as it
falls
sounds, it
flat.
just doesn't come off the same.
yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means.
No, but you're you.
You're an expert in you.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm just trying to have my experiences and bring that out in
Yeah.
videos. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not really trying to fake some thing. You know,
100%.
if that were the case, I'd literally put on a suit, only show like $5 million houses and like a BMW. Like I'm just not.
Yeah.
I ain't that agent. I'm not gonna be
Right.
that agent. Like
And I think that's what people love about you.
that was the lady who got mad at me the other day because she was like, I did a day in the life of the real estate or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, I'd never have a realtor in camo pants and a crop top show me a house. And I'm like, look, just because my fashion tastes better than yours doesn't fucking mean.
Ooh. Wait, you have camel pants and a crop top?
I wear crop tops all the time, bro. You got to get a little slutty, you know. I got a stomach tattoo. That's the only.
Stop it.
I like pizza too much to have abs, but when you
Crop
when
top.
the only reason I get tattoos is to look better naked. So when you get tattoos,
Oh.
I can be like, damn, I don't need to work out as much because I'm covering it with ink.
Your whole leg. For those of you who don't know,
Mm.
your whole leg. Do you have your?
Yeah.
What are you wearing? Pants?
Khakis.
Khakis.
Do you get that reference? No. Okay. Well, it's an old State Farm commercial.
It is a State Farm commercial.
Oh wait, that I do
Yeah.
get.
What
Yes.
are you wearing? Khakis.
Khakis.
You
You
got the
sound-
Mr. Deeds thing.
She sounds hideous.
Dude, that is the funniest. I love that shit. Yes,
so
my
his
whole leg is
black.
blacked out.
So that's not a sock or a sleeve or
I-
like some kind of compression thing.
I like to call myself Timu Owen Gray. For those of you who you read Smut, so I feel like you know who Owen Gray is. Do you know who Owen
You're
Gray
trying to
is?
kill me. He goes.
Casual. Do you know who Owen Gray is? Yeah.
Our producer is very into
Is that
this
okay?
conversation.
So for those of you who don't know, look up Owen Gray on Google. You're welcome. So yeah, I do that all the time. I make that joke quite often because I'm like, I know I'm not a porn star, but I had the black leg first, so I'm just saying.
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying.
God.
Hate
The
is gonna hate.
The Mr. Deeds thing is really funny though, because I did have one dude think I had frostbite,
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
and I was like, just stab my
I
leg with
get
a
it
fire
and you didn't?
poker.
not the fire poker.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's a funny
That's
movie. We
such
should
a
watch it
funny
again.
movie. I will watch it
Go
again.
to-
Okay,
movie.
we're gonna
Okay, we're
put
gonna
where
wrap
you can
up.
find Chandler on Instagram.
Yeah.
And do you have a YouTube channel too?
I have Instagram, TikTok,
TikTok.
and Facebook.
Yep.
Ironically, I need to get my stuff on YouTube.
Yes.
My issue with YouTube
Process.
is what's the word?
The
Oh my
trademarky
God,
stuff.
yeah,
The,
like,
the,
what's
the copyright
copyright?
infringement
I
stuff.
can't think
Yeah.
today. But copyright because I use a lot of music
Uh,
and
And clips.
and
yeah.
photos and things from a lot of pop culture, and I think my stuff will get taken
Yeah.
down
YouTube
I
would
got
flag
you.
it
I
very
quick.
got you.
quickly. Where TikTok and Instagram are very not. They don't really care as much.
Right.
TikTok can be sort of finicky, but YouTube's very strict on it. So I don't think my videos would fly.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can try, but
Yeah, but is it worth the effort? If what's that's what I tell people all the time. If
I
what you're
barely
doing
wanna-
now is working, just roll with it. Don't add to your plate.
I barely want to get out of bed, let alone add another
Right,
fucking
a whole nother
thing,
cheap
dude.
platform.
Yeah, like,
Another platform.
oh, great.
Well, listen, this has been fun. This has been real. I loved every bit of
It's
it.
been
I love
so
working
not
with
subtle.
you. I love. Yeah,
You're not
no,
subtle.
no, not at all. And I think that's the beauty of it all is you found what works. You found a niche, and it works for you. And that's all that really matters. At the end of the day, like screw the haters. We're always gonna have haters, right?
Can I do this until I'm 50 is the question.
That's the
Yes.
thing is
I
there's
think
some
so.
longevity.
Maybe 60.
Maybe.
So I'm an old man just making dick jokes in houses.
Well, follow for more. You know, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We're all along for the journey. You know what I mean? We'll
Thank
see.
you.
We appreciate you guys. Thank
Appreciate
you.
you. Love you long time.
Thanks for seeing
Oh
me.
no, that died last year.
What'd you say?
Fading out.